Okay, so there's you, and you are working toward acquiring something. You're working toward moving yourself in a particular position, or location, or state. Okay? The thing is, so are everyone else. This is not a negative thing that I'm saying, but this is very important, and I'm not sure how much this is discussed because we tend to focus on the individual. One, because fundamentally and traditionally that was a great place to start. We can't help everybody. We can't. We may, and write that famous saying, we might not be able to change the world, but we can change ourselves. And another one is at least stick to the things that you know you can change, okay, and not the things that are really beyond your control or whatever. That's fine. Those are totally, they all add up to your knowledge and understanding. Let this also be one of the things that you're now going to add to your knowledge and understanding when it comes to in terms to the law of attraction, and the power of intention, and even if you don't need to use the terms of attraction and intention, okay, this is another example of reality. Everyone else, everybody is applying their intention to things out there, okay? Not just you, everybody is. And if you think that you're in a bubble separate from everybody else, well, that's wrong and that's inaccurate. Because if that was true, then nobody could affect anybody, and nobody could interact with anybody. Is it possible to move yourself into a bubble of isolation? Probably can, to certain percentages. You probably can. But by doing so, okay, this whole X, you're looking now to extract this X, okay, from everyone else. So one way or another, you're still dealing with everyone else. Either you're going to acquire this X, okay, in harmony, okay, and in relation with everybody else, or you're going to try to rip this X out of here. What's very difficult, obviously, we now see how everything is connecting in, okay? We're talking about what are the benefits and what are some ideal situations. You probably, if we're going back to the word harmony and ripping out, right? It shouldn't take much to understand in harmony is much more ideal, okay? When you rip out from everybody else, okay, what everybody else does is they cling, whether they like to or not, and they're taking pieces of X, and they're naturally restricting X. So making it much more difficult to acquire the full or complete, okay, value of X. Even if you were to acquire the complete and full value of X, okay? The next thing that happens in the power of intention, in the law of attraction, is everybody's connection to X, let's say, for lack of a better word or whatever, is severed, okay? The next thing everybody does is they latch on to all the secondary connections, all the secondary relationships and interactions to X. So what we get is a situation where, okay, and this you should be able to recognize this and explain this or use this to describe certain situations. You have ripped out X from everyone else, okay? Everybody else closes off in an attempt to deny your X. Some consciously and others subconsciously, okay? They close off. What does this look familiar to, okay? Where do we see this all the time in a much more, where does this happen in a much more fluent, or how does this happen more? Okay, emotions and behavior, okay? Like passive aggressive and subversive behaviors and what's the word? And resentment, things like that, okay? Okay, so how does that work? We don't really need the circle. Like the circle drives home the point though, right? There's you, and then there's your loved one, okay? Your loved one was really hoping to get N, you were really hoping to get X, and through a series of working together, okay, and whatnot, you got X and you did not get N. Your loved one was very happy for you, but at the same time sad that they did not get N, and a little bit of resentment creeps in, okay? This is the same concept. It's in the terms of intention, okay, in terms of using those, in the situation of using those terms, the terms of intention, what they're doing is whether consciously or subconsciously, they're building a wall. Okay, so now they're resisting your X because deep down inside they didn't want the X, they want the N. There's no worries, because if you care about each other, or if you have any kind of intelligence and you're working with each other, you're on the same side, then you will do what it takes to understand or appreciate or compromise or or embrace either one. Okay, and of course the common way to do that is whichever one you acquire first, then the both of you work together to then acquire this one as well. So what we were getting at in the first part and the second part, what we're talking about now is, okay, although your intention is as strong as anybody else's intention or whatnot, the point is, whatever you're desiring, whatever you're making moves or working toward or trying to acquire, whatever you're trying to establish or develop, okay, in relationships and environments, okay, or like I said, whatever you're trying to acquire in a very simple or a very basic or clear-cut relationship of acquiring wealth or whatnot, okay, so is everybody else. You're not the only one, okay?